I
He
assume
makes up for it.
means me. Of course I am not. I am Icon of Solaria, devotee of Palor, and I have come here to spread the light of faith to you, Wretched. Have you heard of Palor? Have you seen the light?
Oh, light, not light loud down here. Wretched. Yes, we are wretched.
How long have you been down here?
How long? What?
How many years?
Yes?
Generations?
Ah. Yeah. We are wretched.
He agrees with you.
We are the wretched of Neathholm.
He waves around to the buildings all around you. There's a settlement down here. Like, these people live down here.
We come from high up and fall to grace long ago. We are wretched children of children of children.
Are you the keeper of law here?
Yes, Chief Sull, keeper of law and lore of the wretched. We fell from grace to grace, and we find him. We find Hurst.
And they all kind of make this gargling Hurst noise.
Hurst. But we are not the only ones. Neathholm, not the only home of wretched. We keep tunnels safe. We mighty Crusaders.
Kind of look to Eldon. Eldon's looking at his toes because Ahmed's a freaking coffee table, I think.
He's in the washroom or something. Like the tiles it is.
No, I'm giving the kids a little bath, so I have to move the laptop up so I don't lose reception. Yeah. Here's my hand. Hey.
It's Papa Ahmed.
Yeah, no, I heard he looks at you. He's just nodding, like, okay, interesting story.
Okay. There were Crusaders down here, or those that wore the tabard, but were not of good spirit.
They are. What do you know of this?
We found their armor and tabards, but they're not of the same.
Does cloth make Crusader? No.
Where did they get it from?
Does symmetric make Crusader? Ugh.
Eldon beats his chest. The heart makes the Crusader.
We know story. We know that our great patrons went into World Wound, huh? We are all that is left. We fell to grace, and we protect demon can be anywhere. Demon can be in your basement. Demon can be in your attic. We forgot for some time. But in the great forgetting, then we found Hurst. And we wailed and gnashed and cried. We no more symmetric. Not symmetric like our papi and mummies.
Where do you get the wood and the materials
We
for your torches and things?
survive. We do.
He looks almost like
Skulking.
He said skulking?
yep.
I understand. Found them. Yeah.
There is great shake to earth. Is that demon wake up? Is that demon come to knock on door of Valdaras?
Yes. Might have kicked it open this time.
It is demons. Tell us how we might find our way out of here.
Well, yes. There is problem. Great problem.
Yes, demons have come.
No. You see, Chief Sull has sent his warriors down all tunnels to see what happened. And great shifts in earth make some tunnels go away. Great shifts in earth mean there is only one way out.
What is this one way out? Take us there.
No. Not strong enough. You need rest. Not all Wretched have strong heart. Some, they give up. They give in.
To what?
They're wretched on outside, and they are rotten within.
Heretics.
They come with the false ones. No, false ones come to them and raise them to great heresy. They no longer fall to grace. They think they better.
Where are the false ones?
There is a small cavern we used to call Den. Now we call Den of Traitor. But Sull do not have warriors. Something happened in different tunnel. Sull tried to get contact with the other homes. Sull, great chief, he has power to say, all Wretched come to his banner. Sull try to see if he can talk to others who have good heart. But there is a monster. Sull
What sort of monster?
sent his best dwarf. His crooked back. Very strong.
So there's a monster protecting their den.
No. But Sull help you. You help him. You are symmetrics. You are strong crusaders. You have helped us. What good are we to you if monster eats all of my scouts, underlings?
Do you know anything else about the monster other than monster?
Yes, scouts did come back. Monster, there are two. They tunnel through rock from deep, dark places beneath ground. They kill Kortha. Yes, scouts say they saw Kortha. They say great beast, hulking creature, cross of ape and gigantic beetle with bewildering eyes.
Lots of eyes, big claws, hunchback.
Okay, I'm the expert here.
Knowledge and engineering.
Yep. I get a fuck ton of bonuses from this too.
I remember.
Den of MacGuffin. Nice.
Hey!
29.
26. More so if it's a creature type that falls into my favorite categories.
They are
Aberrant.
they are aberrations. They sound like something that is called in lore books as bewildering beasts.
What do we know about bewildering beasts?
What does the lore book say about bewildering beasts? I'm pretty certain I read the damn thing.
Also known as Umber Hulks.
Yes.
They are massive clawed kind of crab ape creatures that have confusing gazes.
But how do you kill them?
The big stick.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I was checking.
Yeah, whack it.
There are two of these creatures not far from here. Chief Sull worried. Send more guards. Gamble to go unite.
If they're
The
full
Wretched.
size, that's something to be afraid of.
I suspect a demon trick.
They are of the same temperament of demons.
They're confusion monsters.
Right.
Whee!
You help Sull kill beast. Then Sull will show beast and your strength to other homes.
Iron jaw trap. Do you know what this is?
Aye?
Iron jaw like this. You place it on the ground. You step on it. It closes around your leg and traps it. We call them bear traps on the surface. Do you know this?
Our rats grow very big.
A rat trap.
Rat trap then.
Yes,
Iron jaw that comes together.
this
Very, very
creature
light.
has armor on outside, like a bug. It's too strong for trap. But yes, you will have to use strength or smarts. Maybe a little bit of both.
Let us rest and discuss this when we have all our abilities.
Yes, yes.
Isn't that right, wizard, with your web?
Rest, eat, drink, stay
Yes.
with the wretched. Know that our hearts are true.
Do you want a name other than wretched? You can pick. There's many words. We can even make a new word.
The Undergrounders.
The Grounders. I don't know. We can
Matters
come
not
up
what
with
they call
something.
themselves.
Why
The
don't we
100.
brainstorm?
What matters is that they are pure in heart.
Right, but I prefer the meek to the wretched, just as a point of. No, okay, wretched it is then.
It'll confuse people. Stop fucking with our terminology.
You want us to have to reprint all of those articles?
Our signs are all in Wretched. Shit,
carve
They-
everything
they
back
seem
into the
to-
stone.
They seem to adopt like the word that you used and sort of latched onto it. They may have actually their own name.
Yeah.
This sounds worse. The shitty Wretched. Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
You rest here. You eat, drink. You do trade of salvage, huh?
This we
Sure.
can do.
He like awkwardly claps his hook with his with his deformed hand, and people begin bringing out their trade items, and essentially the market the market of this place is kind of like just brought out to you, and I'm going to actually expose a write up about Neathhome, as you guys have entered essentially a friendly settlement.
I will offer to tattoo people into symmetry.
Weird. Okay. Neathhome is a lawful neutral village on the world of Verosia. It is insular and subterranean.
All right.
Its overlord is Chief Sull. There are 70 people in town, including 2/3 mongrel folk and 1/3 tieflings. The major religion down here is Saint Hurst, the saint of lepers, beggars, and lost causes.
Makes sense.
Apparently you've met the two most important people in town, Chief Sull and Lan Halfhorn, and they've got a base value of 500 gold pieces and a purchase limit of 2,500. They have a second level casting market, amazingly enough, and can train third level people.
Cool.
There are a number of mundane items as well as minor and some medium items that they have on sale. The things that they
Any small.
No, those are the potency of the item. They've got some big shit.
Oh.
the medium items is a mail of mists, a chain shirt that once per day can shroud you in mist for 3 minutes. And then something called the Phantom Torch, which Chief Sull shows to you and seems to be really, really proud of. It is a +1 fiery ghost touch light mace that sheds light as a continual flame that you can turn on and off.
That thing is kind of awesome, actually. So,
Apparently it's owned by Chief Sull.
Interested.
how many people are still like, we should play another good campaign?
It's one 18,000 gold piece item that basically turns you all evil, is that it?
Well, no, it's one 18,000 gold piece item at level 3.
We appropriate this for the Crusade. Yoink!
Contraband!
Well, yeah, you could easily slide. You could rob him in the name of the Crusade, and then all slip into neutral.
No. Nope.
It's only worth it if my character gets it.
You're not even medium.
Doesn't matter. It's on my character sheet. That's all that matters.
So there are some minor things on here, as well as mundane items. You can also, depending on how much you want to sell from your loot so far, you can take your rest here.
Okay.
Seems like a good idea.
I also listed a number of mundane items that might be of interest.
There's holy water. They've got holy water.
Yeah, we're
We
gonna
could
want to
find
find
out where they get it. Where do you?
Can we
could
just
find out where
buy
they get
all
that
their holy
from.
water?
I was gonna suggest that. Yeah.
I'm good with that. Makes sense.
I feel like we're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Although John wasn't there when we did get there was some holy water at that temple. So, but still, I mean,
Maybe 6 vials or something like that. I can't remember.
it hurts demons. So
The
yeah.
more we have, the better. The bathe in the damn stuff.
The first time we meet a drudge, or whatever the hell they call the little things, we're gonna drown it in a big tub of holy water.
Fuck you! Yeah.
So
feel free to do some commerce if you want. Let me know what you're buying or what you're selling.
they're medium. We've got a bunch of medium armor.
Yeah, they will buy the armor off of you. They've got a purchase limit of 2,500 gold pieces. So.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna sell my short sword and long sword.
Okay.
Since
You
I
get
already
you get half value from them, assuming that they're not broken.
no, they're fine.
So there's 5 suits of breastplate.
Everything's in the loot section, and it's actually divvied up in. So go ahead and feel free to.
Do you want me to? Is there a place we should just want to paste selling stuff?
It depends. Are you doing this all individual, or are you doing this as a party? We haven't really established this for this group yet, so this is why I'm
Get to work, hirelings.
Well,
Hirelings.
Well, we should do it as a group. Eldon. So, let's do this in character.
Sure.
Let's pool our resources.
That's the whole point.
Let's pool our resources. We're not sure what we're gonna face. Decide who gets what in the long run afterwards with the money and everything. But right now we are in war.
Are we honestly staying here? Says Bortha. I
told you to be silent.
I could buy this village 3 times over, is what he says.
Yes. But you don't have access to any of your funds right now, and there are things out there that care not for your money.
We kill
we
them
need to
monsters,
recover.
they tell us how to leave.
We need to recover in order to do that.
If you'd like to stay here and enjoy their hospitality while we take care of the bewildering beasts, you are welcome to do so.
It would be safer. However, we would be losing your spear and crossbow.
That's a really nice ring.
Ring of invisibility and resist energy.
Okay, so
just an
you
advent.
shut
Rings.
Bortha up. Basically, you're like, do you want to fight the monsters or sit with the misshapen creatures? He's like, rubbing his temples.
I want to go take a bath and have the girl with the big feather.
I'm gonna set up in the party equipment. I'm gonna put a sell pile.
Or under the loot page might be a good place.
Oh, sure, that's fine too.
That's where everything is. I'm just gonna rather watch.
Well,
it.
right, but I'm talking
let
about
you
selling
guys-
personal equipment.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But it's fine, doesn't matter either way.
Alright, so I suppose how do the adventurers do in this story? They put all the treasures in a pile and divvy them up? That's what we did with the
I suggest
scales.
we look at the items that are very important to us now. Dividing the things, it's useless if you die with money on you. Get what we need. Get what we need for this coming battles. I don't know what these things cost. It's up to me. Just take
Don't
it, but we
worry,
can't do that.
I won't lie to you.
I can detect your lies. Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha.
You don't know that though, anyways.
I can detect your int score. Ooh, that's embarrassing.
I can make your stuff blow up, but that's fine.
Oh!
All your potion bottles explode. Fuck you.
Sling to the face.
Fortitude save, or is it reflex save versus shatter?
They don't get any save if you're not holding them.
Well, why would I not be holding them?
You're like, here, let me set out my alchemy kit.
Okay,
Fuck you.
all right. All right, we're being that kind of dick. Okay, I get
If we
I
meet the
get
enemy
you.
alchemists, though, that's what we're doing to them. We're blowing up all their stuff.
It's fun. Okay, so
Their
heavy
spellbook
wooden.
explodes!
Do we need spare shields? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Not
It's
really
heavy
shieldy.
stuff.
Not really shieldy kind of people.
Masterwork stuff.
Maybe.
I don't believe what Marty said. I think it's got a sell price of 500. Not. Is it really 2,000? Because that's really base value, purchase limit. Yeah, it's the base value. So. Like, I think we should just basically sell the big stuff here and then move on. So it's like armor shields. What is the armor that you're wearing?
Normal breastplate.
Okay. And she didn't have masterwork, did she?
Nope. She's a chump.
All right, so Rixies isn't really interested, I don't think, in any of these things.
Yeah. Does he want any of the medium stuff? Mr. Short Limbs. For example, well, actually, I don't like this long spear. I'm just carrying the long spear. It's not actually my long spear.
No,
You're the long spear carry guy.
He doesn't want it.
Yeah.
If he's in a position where he's using long spear, he's going to use his lance.
Lance, exactly.
A cold iron dagger, maybe.
Okay. Knife fight make you bleed. I think so. We're definitely selling the breastplate and heavy wooden shields.
Okay.
Because like we don't want to carry that crap around.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to end up buying.
And that unholy symbol ended up on your.
In his. Was it a magical holy symbol or no?
Clydewell. No.
It didn't. It wasn't magic. Okay. Yeah, it's just art and whatever.
Yeah, this ended up on your sheet, right? Yeah, I'll just. Okay.
Oh, they have scrolls!
Yep. We're
Why
gonna
would
be
they have that scroll?
They found it. It fell off the back of a wagon.
fell off the back of a delivery truck. They keep on answering salvage to you. Salvage and trade.
So much dirty, dirty evocation. Dirty!
Oh, what are you drooling over? Oh,
Dirty evocation.
I'm just looking at, like, it's daylight and scorching rain.
Picture of me.
So, we're going to purchase the... Fi is proposing that we purchase all the holy water and the scroll of lesser restoration.
I agree with that.
Sounds good.
So...
Erixies leans into to Eldon. Why are we just taking what we need?
I can't answer that right now because I'm flossing my son's teeth.
Flossing.
Me. 1 second.
Sure.
And oh, they have a this we and like Fi got excited and then he started pointing and now he's like trying to like put the haggle face on again. It's like, oh yeah, I don't know. The wand of cure light wounds we should also get. Yeah. So 500 and bleh plus, and then a second circle scroll is, I want to say 150. Let me check. Scrolls. Scroll up.
150.
It is 150. Okay. All right, so we want 675, and our sell pile looks like.
Much trade, much salvage. It's good. Good for the homes. Good for the wretched.
This pleases Chief Sull, apparently. So much so that he claps his hands and they begin serving a very musty, almost spoiled beer that he'd been saving. And then they start sharing what looks like rotten meat, but then you realize it's the plump maggots that are growing on the meat that they're kind of gobbling up like they're the best things ever.
I'm game. Fi is game. Do you want the Masterwork chain shirt as sleeping armor, or do you sleep in your breastplate, Ranger Man?
I think I just sleep in my breastplate. I have endurance, so...
Okay, Ranger Man.
Ranger Man, away!
Hey, Newfie Nate, just don't be afraid. So if you're new to D&D, don't be afraid to get into character, make silly voices, and just try to think what your character would do. And then...
Just the best and only way to do D&D. The only way.
No, there's many ways, but this is the way we like.
Yeah,
So.
It's the way we do it, and if you don't like it... Well,
right, so Marty, I'm
jog.
gonna answer Rixie's now.
Yeah. Okay. So Eryxes, and let me show. Eryxes is a really metal-looking centaur who worships
Hardcore.
who is friends with
My ass, he's level 3.
with the halfling paladin. So Eryxes, this is all their extra. Why don't we just take what we need for the war?
That my beliefs and your beliefs are a little different. How many friendly faces have you seen down here? None. Let's not spoil it.
They know the way out, yet they're trying to take advantage of us.
There's always benefit that will come out of this. We'll likely have to fight these creatures on the way out anyways. There's only one way out. Let's use their hospitality, do their trade.
But
These things we won't use anyways.
But they're fawns, he says. Give me a knowledge nature.
God, I don't know. I think I have a 4 if I have anything. Can someone roll that for me? I'm currently a chair.
Int 10 Paladin.
Yeah, he's an idiot. But, oh wait. Yeah, no, it's not a 4. No, it's gonna be like a 1.
Burroughs has a knowledge nature of 4. He knows nature stuff.
Yeah, I don't
23. You know nature.
A fawn is like a fey-like creature with like the legs of a goat, two-legged.
Okay.
Eryxes is saying like they're like fawns, almost like a noble might say, yeah, but they're peasants.
Ah.
And they have extra. He's shaking his head like there shouldn't be any trading, there should be taking. And
they're allies.
And they should be thanking us for it.
We're going to take away his little icon when he gets in the room full of tiny corridors again. We have that conversation.
They're our allies. They're our allies. We do not know everything. They do. The food, the rest. We have sanctuary here. Let's not spoil any of that. You do bring a good point. Currently, we're not currently in battle. If we were, things would be different. Wouldn't question any of it. But we're in their town.
Something's not sitting right with Eryxes. Give me a sense motive.
Yeah, take the shit. I get it. That's what he does. You kill it and take it. I don't think I have a sense motive. Or maybe I do. Adam?
You son of a bitch. You plus nothing. Are you a wisdom 10? You're in 10 wisdom 10? You just walk around and say shit. You don't even...
Yep.
Hey, that sounds like another paladin I know.
Nobody panic!
Right. Nice.
Nobody panic.
Hold your ground! Where is the front line, damn it? So
okay. I'll roll a d20.
So just something doesn't seem...
9.
Something doesn't seem to be sitting right with Eryxes, but...
So my main point to him was, we're not currently not in combat. We're not in a war right now. Otherwise, we would. And I do believe that my character is more war-based, so he does believe that. But two, we're in their town. They're our only allies. Why are we breaking something that?
Okay. Give
Only
me,
positive thing
give
we
me a
have.
diplomacy check with the Rixies to see if you can calm him down.
My diplomacy? I think it's good actually.
It should be.
Your diplomacy. All right, so you have no you have no wisdom, but you do have charisma.
My charm.
10.
Like total?
19. You have a plus 10. You get 19.
Okay, good.
Fine. If you want to deal with fawns as if they're your equals.
When I'm in the fawn village and I have no food or rest, they're an equal to me. But when in combat, he just tilts his head like, eh.
Only the weakest tribes amongst my people treat fawns like equals. But I suppose they do have their uses. And he kind of snorts. He snorts it away, like dismisses the fact.
Yeah.
It kind of
cool.
disgusts him almost, but
Let them do the scouting, is what I say.
He seems to, and the irony is that you're like a halfling, right? But he's like, you're probably like the first halfling he's ever met.
Yeah.
So
Clearly, halflings are people of great import and nobility.
Exactly. Look at how like noble and like armor wearing, and you know, like yeah, they're a little race of
Likes
little
to
tiny
kill
warriors.
shit, yeah. I like this guy.
No doubt they are giants on their own world.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, we tend to do the voices quite often because otherwise it becomes almost like a mechanical thing.
If I wanted to play just the mechanics, epic beard on John. Yes.
Yep.
John's beard score is through
Oh
the
man,
roof.
these names are awesome. Hey, Newfie, I'm in Canada, baby. Yeah.
Yeah,
I also in Canada. So,
Canadians.
I'm invading the States from Canada, so.
Okay, I'm gonna take my last 2 minutes, put the kids to bed, and then I'll have my camera again.
And then okay, all right.
Do you want, this is like CR15 encounter. You have no idea what I go through on a daily basis. I'm aging quickly.
Wow. Okay.
Wisdom-based character.
Just like ability score draining children,
Right.
like vampires.
they're vampires.
They're vampires.
It's like my vampire at work, my time vampire. Just the time is gone.
They're kind of like they're kind of like parasites. All right. So have you guys bought what you wanted?
Yeah. So I put the stuff that we sold them onto their things that they have.
Cool.
I've taken what we've bought from them, put it on our sheet, and we are up 18 gold coins. So it's pretty neutral trade.
All right. There was also some money that you already had, right? You noticed that money and gemstones.
Yeah.
Money and gemstones.
How's
at the bottom there. I'll add that to there.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna take some of those Cure Light Wound potions. I think we should probably distribute those.
Yeah. It's like Cure Light Wounds potions on everybody.
I'm gonna take one.
The paladins can't cast their curing spells yet because we have to talk to. Oh, Icon. Icon, can you use this on us?
I don't know how to do it. I'm not a wizard.
Okay.
I don't know. It's magic.
Are you actually asking Icon to do something, or are you just making a joke?
No, we're gonna have to. We put the lesser scroll of lesser restoration and the wand of cure light wounds on Icon.
I'm gonna take
so
some
that
of those.
he can use them on us. Because
I'll let you guys do the copying and pasting between
I'm gonna
the pages.
take some of that holy water because I need it to put in my.
you
Aspergillum.
load. You take. I've got like 8 vials right now, so you take that 6.
Now it looks like
Okay.
Adrian
And then-
still has some dex damage, and then it looks like Erixes is injured. He's got 12 damage still. So I think that now that you're in a safe spot, Icon will use his holy light to heal the party. By the grace of Paelor, the light in the dark places where the wretched dwell like worms. And his insults seem to be water off a duck's back. In fact, it's almost expected from the mongrel people.
Seems reasonable. In a weird sort of way.
Okay, so Icon heals the party, although that 2 dex damage I don't think goes away.
It's gonna go away in a day or two.
I put Icon. We bought you some magically healing stuff to use on us when we're hurt.
Know that you cannot purchase faith, but I shall bless these things so that they become part of our struggle.
You can't purchase faith, but you can bottle it, holding a potion to cure life wounds.
Yes. I suppose, he says.
No humor in that at all.
Semantics, my friends, is the way to the hells. Paved are the roads to hells with the footsteps of those with forked tongues.
It's a good thing my job involves dealing with the abyss.
Icon doesn't seem to like that.
Right. I won't tell Icon about the wand of. I won't. I won't bug him. There's a bunch of light spells that he could buy here, but
Did you paste some stuff on his sheet? Is that what
yes,
happened?
I pasted it down. He has another wand to cure light wounds. This one has more charges, and he has a scroll of lesser restoration. I put it in the consumable section.
He looks over these things and carefully packs them away, and he actually does weird blessings over top of them and casts light on each of the items before putting them away. He seems to be an odd person. You're pretty sure he's blessing them in the name of himself. So how do you learn how to play? It's a good question, Newfie. I'm a big fan for role-playing games. Is you learn to play by doing. So I would definitely try to find a group. Ideally, it would be a group that wants to teach new people how to play. 5e is or 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons is a good system to first learn how to play. If you can find a group in person, I think that would be the best sort of first experience. So check out check out a comic book store in your area. Figure out when they're playing D&D. Even if it's just sort of a one shot, that might allow you to sort of get a feel for the game, and then try to find your own group. And if you can't find a group that's already playing, then make a group. Beg, borrow, steal. Friends, colleagues, coworkers, acquaintances, family, and cobble together a group that gets together and slays monsters and takes their stuff, or does intense role playing or whatever it is that you guys want.
It'll sort of merge into what.
It's important to always show up in full armor when you're playing.
No, it's not, Ahmed. There's no need.
Damn it! Oh.
There's no restriction.
It's not cosplay. It's not amp guard. It's not.
Pants are required.
It can be some of these things if you want it to be.
Yeah.
Depends on the game you're playing. Pants are required.
I would definitely check out a comic book store. Meetup.com might be a good way of doing it. I've met some D&D players that way. Roll20 is not too bad, but for a first experience, I couldn't imagine trying to learn D&D remotely for your first experience.
It's definitely harder that way.
I think it might be a little bit harder, a little bit more stuff to kind of juggle than buying a set of dice and getting Dorito stains on your character sheet. There's something
something magical about it.
Yes, there is. So that would be the way that I would go about it. And of course, you could watch the streams to see how it is that role-playing interactions work. There are some other streams that play 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons that are the big names out there. And I'm drawing a blank. What is it called? Critical Role is one of them. Acquisitions Incorporated is another one. They seem to be the more star-studded games that are out there.
I know about the middle of nowhere. How middle of nowhere are we talking?
Right. See. Well, then you might have to play. But I'd be surprised. Check meetup.com. There may be a few, or go find a comic book store. I'm sure.
I would definitely go to a game store and just ask, like, hey, do you guys have like a role playing night or a D&D night or something like that? Most of them have one.
Yep.
So
and then recruit your friends. You'd be surprised how many people also want to play but are too afraid to.
Or have come to the same conclusion that you've had, in that there's nobody else around playing, and so they just don't bother to.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have sold and bought some items in Neathhome. Chief Sull, have you drank of his nearly rotten beer and
I will drink his grubs and I will eat his grubs and drink his beer.
Okay. Icon has a good time blessing people with a simple cantrip light spell, which seems to be a hit with a lot of the children. It's Icon seems to be so like through his nose though. He's like, oh, and another wretched one, and he taps light on them, and there's just something about.
Damn it. Eldon is enjoying himself with the food.
Okay.
And drink.
Bortha looks like he's completely miserable and has sort of withdrawn into like, don't touch me, like that kind of stay away from me.
As you wish.
Eravashniel and Otis seem to be at least tended to by some of the mongrel folk in the village. Like they actually give them food and are patient enough to like hand the blind man a bowl and help him when he spills something. They're curious about the dog. They don't seem to like the dog.
He's my companion. No harm is to come to him, or he'll try to eat you.
Yeah, they might have bad experiences with dogs when they go skulking.
Fi is going to create a silent image to make a little biodome so that they can see the sky and we can go through day and night and star and moon, sun and
You're gonna start a fucking revolution down there.
birds and trees and
We must take the surface for ourselves.
stuff.
Oh, fuck. Fantastical.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, this seems to amaze them. They all go under and they're pointing up at it, and little mongrel folk children lurching here and there, darting in to have a look. They wheel some of the like really, really deformed mongrel folk out of coming out of the woodwork sort of thing. Makeshift chairs and all sorts of hobbling sticks, and they wheel them out to have a look up at the stars.
Which light is Saint Hurst?
Does Saint Hurst get a light? Do I know if there's a star associated or a constellation?
Yeah, give me a knowledge religion. Could be a knowledge arcana as well.
22 for one or the other, or I could roll the other one. It's up to you.
You know that there's one particularly bright light that's called the Saint Star.
I will point out the Star of Saints. I'll make it blink.
Hurst.
And they seem to go into this almost like this praying chant as they rock back and forward, and all sorts of squawks, and it's somewhat melodic and somewhat disturbing at the same time. If this were any other place, Inquisitor, you might scream heresy, but it's just that their mouths make these noises. It's not their fault, perhaps.
They can't help but chitter.
Right. But they seem to be giving praise to the Saint Star.
Guess that's okay.
Oops, sorry. Begrudgingly, I guess it's okay. All right, you spend an evening with them. Morning does come.
Can I memorize this spot?
You visited it once. Are you looking for teleport locations? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, yes, I'm level 3, but I know that teleport's a thing that exists.
Okay. What you need?
Don't want to just shoot my asshole just a billion miles underground. Just
give me a knowledge arcana.
All right. 27.
Landmarks are good. Places that you're intimately familiar with are good. And then you also, with a 27, suspect that there are magical circles that you can draw to help you with the memorization process. It's something you'll have to look into, though. Right now, you're probably looking for a landmark.
It's probably easier to teleport to that dwarvish temple of Moradin.
Yep, but there's also the big rock that's that's overlooking this kind of square, like on or beneath the rock is probably a good enough landmark. So you can mark this down as visited once. Neathhome.
I'm going to go to party pages, and I will.
Do you have to build a character? Some people said yes, other people said no. Yeah, it really depends on the DM and how he wants to set up the game itself, Newfie Nate. So make sure you have that conversation with the person who's running the game. For example, I tend to build characters with the players so that I know what they're building and we kind of build a character together, as opposed to just show up to a game with your character. Or some of the one-shot games or games that will only last for 1 or 2 sessions, you may just be handed a pre-made character sheet. So it really depends on the game. Yeah, I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't be nervous about that particular part.
Try and fail.
Read the book and try to make one on your own, but just realize that anyone who's going to be running the game will likely know how to build characters and can help you if you have problems. So that
building characters that sucked is an important part of learning how to play good Pathfinder. My first few characters were terrible. Terrible. My first character was a ranger with chainmail and a greatsword. That was the wrong choice in 3rd edition. The wrong choice.
But chainmail was really useful all throughout history. That's the armor I'm going to take. No, that's not what you want.
Depending on the system that you're playing, each build can be done differently.
Or move silently, as
like with different abilities. Like I would build a ranger differently in 3.5 than I would in 3.75.
I wouldn't build any rangers in pre-Pathfinder, honestly. That class did not work.
But you learn it by trying.
Just have that conversation with the person running the game, the GM or DM, however you want to call it. Okay, so you spend the night in Neathhome. You teach them about the stars. They seem to really like this fact. You guys are given quarters. It's kind of a swept out stone building with a cold floor but a warm hearth. You spend the evening there. I think in the morning you get one dex back after sleeping 8 hours.
Without somebody playing doctor, yes.
Yep.
And I get my strength back from my drugs that I didn't take this day.
Yay! Erixes is all healed from Icon's stuff. These beasts, our benefactors, he says it like it's a dirty word, are just going to slow us down.
Well, they should probably stay here.
He nods.
That includes you. I know you're listening. He doesn't know who's listening. It's just being said for fun.
Okay, so Lan and Chief Sull. Lan.
Lan.
They have having a conversation.
The moment I think I've clued my ear into this language, it slips away. I will learn you.
It's because it's an abomination, says Bortha.
In stressful times, it would be useful to know a language that those around you do not commonly speak.
He's had enough of you. he just looks like he's doing everything he can to not lose his temper.
I have had enough of you, nerd boy.
That's enough fretting for one day. The icon grows weary of this. Wanders up to the group.
Do we have a stone? Do you have a stone slab we could borrow? He likes to sleep on stone slabs.
Oh, this is the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kenny, he will eventually have powers that allow him to basically tattoo magic items onto your body.
Yes. Yes, magical tattoos.
Super expensive, but
more magic slots.
yeah. Okay. So Hadrian, Eldon Burrows, Erixes, Icon, and Phi are all kind of like putting their heads together. Lan has
also secretly include penises on the designs of the other players. Let me tattoo on them. There's a penis in there. Where's the penis?
Don't want.
Or do you?
Chief Sull mentioned that you are going to fight the bewildering beasts for us, to exact vengeance for the death of Cortha. They play with his helmet like it was a ball.
Do they speak?
I do not know.
The books kind of describe them as big brutish things.
Yes. They are
Of ill temper.
They are truly monsters. Demon tricks is what he says, as he's obviously trying to suck up to Hadrian by saying that.
Do you know how to protect our minds from the evil stuff? He's talking to Icon. Like he's slow.
Protect your minds with the blessings of Icon.
Does that mean protection from either chaos or evil?
No, he doesn't know that spell.
Perfect.
I can.
I can as well.
Erixes can cast a spell as a cleric.
How many? Because we all should be protected against the madness. Because I don't want you to punch me.
Tinfoil hats is what Kenny says. Yeah, they can give you all tinfoil hats. That's awesome. Yeah, you'll have to dump a few spells here. He can do 4 a day.
4 a day? Alright, I will do the other 2.
Which map? Apologies, I can't find.
We're on underground locations.
Oh, back to there. Got it.
I am fairly convinced that they are going to be unaffected by a sleep spell. So
Right.
Oh man, the chief looks fucked up.
He's
You
awesome.
should try color spray.
I do have a color spray prepared,
Yeah,
but that's
there's
for
the chief, and there's Lan, who
other
you
reasons.
saved.
Lan's with us.
Yep.
Okay. Chief reminds me of the Godfather. You come down to my rat hole. I'll offer you some cheese. You repay me.
Godfather offers you cheese. Got it.
I'm the rat father.
It looks like a rat, man.
It
Come
does kind of
down,
look like a
make me
rat.
some cheese.
So yeah.
On the night of my 232nd daughter's wedding.
It's called the rat fucker for a reason. Okay.
Just sort of slip that in there.
So, how is who's our healer here? Like, I'll go to Icon and Phi. How's Otis doing? His leg. Do you know how long it'll take to recover? Do you know how long it'll take to recover?